I'm doing a little cooking this evening, not very much. We're going to make a little simple dish. Um, this is how I'm going to make it today. I've made it other different ways, adding things to it. But I'm making what we call beans and meat. We got some ground meat and we season it, salt and pepper. Sometimes I add chili powder or cumin. Today I added cumin with the salt and pepper in there and let that simmer in there. And then we're going to add some, I usually use a ranch style beans. You can use that, or if you want to make fresh beans or have some made up, throw some of that in there, and season it up with, if you want it, with like a chili powder type seasoning. That's what we like on ours. And then we add some rotel in there, and then we pour it over some rice. Now you can make it in like to a burrito and add you some sour cream. You can do it with Doritos. Crumble up some Doritos and pour this meat over it. Add your sour cream, lettuce, tomato. There's all sorts of ways you can fix it up, and it's based on what you want. So I might heat me up a tortilla and let it cook till it gets kind of crisp like. I got some that crisp up pretty good, so, and just kind of you can use it like a dipper. The tortilla, put your little some on top of tortilla and just take a bite, or just put you some inside a tortilla and roll it up. But that is what I am making, you guys. Here, I'm going to take this off and kind of give you an idea. Smelling good. That cumin makes it smell really good. But I'm getting that cooked up, you guys. And I got my rice. I usually use a 5-minute rice. Like I said, this is a quick, simple dish. And sometimes that's what I like. Because when it's hot, almost feels like 107, I don't like to, do a heavy cooking over here, with burners and ovens and all that on. It just, makes it that much hotter in the house, and even with your air going, when you cook, makes things hotter. So, but that's what I'm doing. Okay, we're going to put the lid back on there, you guys. And I got my water over there waiting to start boiling, where I can put the rice in there. It's that 5-minute. You just let your water come to a rolling boil. Turn it off, pour however much rice you're going to put in there, and put a lid on it. Let it set for 5 minutes. So, simple, you guys. So, but yeah, as soon as I get this meat done, then I will drain it, and then I'll add my beans and my rotel in there, and then may have to add, some more cumin or something in there, just kind of season up, make it really good, you guys. But, hello, Lily. Hello, Chris. Glad you come to join my live video here. I don't know if you if you like simple dishes. Yeah, every once in a while, I feel like cooking a little bit bigger meal, but my husband's here and he's always hungry. He always says, "What you gonna fix?" I'm hungry. Yeah, he's gone for work, but he's in for a few days, and so I gotta fix something. Yeah, he's extra hungry because we really didn't eat a breakfast this morning. He always eats breakfast. Ooh, my water is going here, you guys. It's time to get my rice in there, you guys. Entrepreneur Armand Bogues. I don't know if I said that right. Hello to John. He does. Ain't y'all out there fixing dinner at this time? Somebody opened my rice here and they didn't open it the right way. Not the way I open it. Just throw your rice in there. Husband's over there saying something, but I can't hear what he's saying. Yeah. Oh, there you go, making noise over there. Yeah. Sorry about that. I laid my phone up there. But, there we go. Okay, got that right. Now we're going to put the lid on it and set for 5 minutes. Yeah. I'm going to check on, stir up this meat. You know, don't take long for your ground meat. Better get something here in a minute. Get my straining bowl here. Colander, as they call it, but I call it the straining bowl. Won't be long here in just a moment. I will be draining this. Hello, Quranic 17, Fear Not, 170T. Hello. Okay, I'm going to get my bowl here where I can get ready to drain that grease off. Let's see if I can find my bowl here. Okay. Let me get a glass bowl here where we can put that strainer on top and drain this oil off of this meat. Meat is just about ready to drain it off. Yes. Burn it off a minute while I'm draining that. Yeah. Never drain your stuff in the sink. You know, that's may not do anything first, but after a long period of time it can clog things up. So I've seen some videos of somebody, you know, just letting it drain into their sink. Yeah, okay, guys. Oh, that smells good with that cumin seasoning in there. Yeah. Okay, guys. Get over here and let's open up my beans I'm going to put in there, which is these ranch style beans. They have some that have onion in them. They have some that have jalapeno in them. So if you like something a little more spicier, you know, you could get those. Get those beans. Yeah, or like the rotel that you add in there. If you want even more spicy, you can get the hot kind. If you like something really spicy, like your thing is, you know, hot. Like my youngest son, everything's got to be almost got to be spicy to him. When he's eating, everything's got to be spicy. Let me set this here, you guys. I'm gonna open up my. It's gonna be a little noisy here, and we can open up my bean. Sometimes this old opener can contrary, just like Mary. Uh-oh, it fell off of the... There you guys. Sorry about that. Finish it out. I have about 3 cans today. Sometimes I put 4, but I only have 3, so that'll have to do. It's trying to be controlled. Mary is handling it here. Yeah, she's handling it. That's why it's acting up. Yeah. Okay, opener. See? Just lots of trouble. Okay, I think I got those open, you guys. Yeah. But okay, let's go here and we'll get pour these beans up in there. Okay, there we go, you guys. Okay. That's 2 cans. And sometimes I add a little, if I need a little bit more liquid, sometimes your cans don't have, as much liquid when you're, so. But I'll get a little bit from the Rotel too, it has the liquids with that. So, but I may add a little bit pour some water into these cans, get all the sauce off of them. So, yeah. Get some more. Yeah. A little bit. I don't fill up the can, just a little bit, to get the sauce off of it. Now I gotta open up my Rotel here. Usually I just put one Rotel, but I might put two. We'll see. Back with my Rotel. I usually get the mild. That's what we get. I think we're going to add 2 Rotel today. Yeah. Okay. I think we need a spoon now. We got all the goodies in here. Let me show you. And it makes a big dish. We just, I had I think we put 2 pounds of meat in there. 3 cans of beans and 2 cans of Rotel. Let me just give you all an idea. See, this is what it's looking like. Get that stirred up, then we'll put a lid on it, let it simmer. I'm going to check the flavoring on it, see if I need to add anything a little bit more, to flavor up the meat a little bit more. Let me see what this tastes like. Might have to add a little something. Yeah, I think I need to add a little bit more cumin, you guys. Yeah, it's more of my cumin. Yeah. Okay, give me just a moment. Let me add a little of that in there, you guys. Let's see. Wish y'all could smell this. It smells good when you put that cumin in there. Yeah. Yeah. Or if you would like to put fresh jalapenos, if you like that in your stuff, you could add that in there. Which that's a little too spicy for me. So now we got all that mixed up. Let me give y'all an idea. So I got it all mixed up. Now I'll turn the burner back on here. Then we're going to put the lid on it. And then we're going to let that sit and start cooking up a little bit. Not too terrible high. Yeah. And then I got my rice setting there. And you know what, guys? I got to clean up my little mess here. Yeah. Got my beans and to get rid of that oil. Guys. So what do y'all think of this little dish I'm sharing with y'all, you guys? I don't know if y'all, here, let me, right here, and on you guys. Making a mess. Yeah, I'm making a mess. Those cans are leaked on my hands. Guys, give me just just a moment here. And let me clean up a few things here. Rice it. Yeah, put a little bit more of that over here, you guys. Yeah, that rice kind of got messy when I was pouring it in the cups, the measuring cups. Yeah. Yes. Clean that more of that in a moment. But, got this nice little thing to put your spoon and stuff on, you know, where you don't, you know, get food and stuff on your counter. So it's like a little mat thing for your spoons and stuff. Sorry about that, you guys. My hand's in the way. I have a bad habit of that, you guys. That's some of there. But yeah, so we're just going to pour that over our rice. We might add a little sour cream in there, maybe. Yeah, you guys. But that's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and we'll have this over. And guess what, you guys? Probably later, I'm going to have my chocolate ice cream. You know, you guys, chocolate ice cream is the best. At least to me it is. You guys, I'm just a little silly sometimes. But yeah, I usually buy me a big bucket of ice cream. So I had my son yesterday. I was out, and he asked me, and they got me a big bucket of ice cream. We had some last night. When it's hot like this, I like ice cream. But when it starts getting cold, you know, I don't eat ice cream usually. So, but yeah, this summertime I'm eating that ice cream, you guys. Yeah, my husband's, you know, he's here at home for a few days, and so, you know, he's got to have that. He's not supposed to be eating it. He's on his own strict way of eating. But when he comes home, he kind of off of that strict. Oh, hello, Ella. How are you? I'm glad you joined my live video here. Like I said, you know, if you like doing this, that's what I do a lot on my video. I have some serious stuff, you know, cooking, you know, have my little dogs on there. You know, if you haven't checked out my channel, it's Chit Chat Mama. So if you'd like to go over and check out, if you like what you see, I hope you like and subscribe to my channel, guys. Appreciate all y'all tuning in and going along with me what I'm showing what we're going to have for our simple dinner tonight. Some rice, some beans and meat, all seasoned up, and chocolate ice cream afterwards, you guys. I have to eat that ice cream pretty quick, though. Even when I'm in the house, it wants to turn into a milkshake, you guys. Yeah. So, but yeah, this. Who knows? We're having this crazy summer. I hope we don't have. We're talking about we might have a crazy winter. I hope not, you guys. Yeah. Hope not. I don't want, you know, some cooler weather, but I don't want like we had some years back, all that ice and stuff. You guys, that was a rough time, but we made it through, and yeah, so I hope we don't go through that again, but possibly we could, you guys. So yeah, try to be ready, and but yeah, when that comes along, we'll be wanting the hot weather again. I don't want it too hot. I like the springtime, you guys. Yeah, 70s, 80s. Yeah. Yeah, so it won't be much longer, you guys. We are going to be eating here in just a moment. So, you guys, I am going to go for now. I'm glad to hear that you're doing good. Yeah. Are you? Is it hot where you're at? Trying to get it to simmer up here. Might need to turn my burner up a little bit more, you guys. Oh, yeah. So you know what I'm talking about with the heat. Yeah. Yeah. So you know what I'm talking about, this heat. Yeah. I've had enough of it already, you know, all these 100 straight in a row. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes I'd rather eat stuff, you know, that you don't have to eat something cold, you know, like maybe a salad or, you know, a cold cut sandwich. Sometimes that's what I do. I don't think a lot of meals when it's hot. It's just late in the day, but my husband's in from work. You know, he works out of town, and so I'm fixing a little something. So it's something that he hasn't had to cook, so he wants something different. He does. Well, all right, you guys, I am going to go for now. My dinner is just about ready, you guys. I'm glad every one of y'all tuned in. I certainly appreciate y'all, and if you haven't followed my channel, just check out Chit Chat Mama, and if you like and subscribe, you know, comment, share if you think it's something, you know, somebody might want to see. Yeah. Thank you, Tara. Oh, you guys. I appreciate y'all. God bless y'all. Y'all take care. Y'all have a great evening. Stay cool as possible. And I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye-bye, you guys.